Let's explore the book Why Therapy Works by Luis Cozolino. We will have 3 parts in which we discuss 3 of the reasons for which therapy actually works. For even more reasons, please read the book. So, why does therapy work? First of all, because it helps you rewrite your software. We can regard the mind as being our software and the brain as being our hardware. Of course, by changing our software, we can actually change our hardware by neuroplasticity. Why is the mind referred to as our software? Based on our life experiences, how we perceive them, each of us forms in our mind some scripts, some default paths that we use day by day. Basically, when a situation arises, we activate such script, if there is any, if not, we're building one new. This script determines our behavior, and our behavior and inner thoughts and so on will reinforce the script. As you see, it is an infinite loop going on here. And in case we want to change our life, maybe we're not comfortable with how we acted in a certain situation, or we do not understand why we acted in a certain way, and by exploring in therapy, we discover a certain script, a certain default path that is no longer suitable for us, we must change it with a new script. Therapy will provide us the needed tools and the needed awareness of our inner dialogue, of our scripts, in order to be able to build a newer script that is maybe more healthy for us in our current position in life, that drives us towards where we want to be in our life. And we must practice this new script on daily basis, consci- being aware, consciously practicing it in order to make it more powerful as the previous script, and thus to become our default script. Therapy also activates our social brain system, which is a very powerful motivator for us. For example, the author describes an experiment that was done with a public restroom. On the mirror near the sink where people were washing their hands, somebody placed an image with eyes. This resulted in an increase of 10% of the number of people who washed their hands after using the toilet. This power is also used in therapy. The power of the social brain as a motivator, and also the power of telling our stories towards somebody else, towards a person, will help us be more aware of them, will make it more clear. And of course, the therapist will also contribute with new perspectives on that particular situation experience, maybe healthier perspectives, using his or her expertise, of course. Therapy will help us also increase our attachment level. Attachment is basically a set of expectations with which we come into a relationship. There are 4 types of attachments: secure, avoidant, anxious, and disorganized. These are formed in our childhood, very early in life, and are basically used later on as the default way. If I have a secure attachment style in my childhood, when I had certain needs, my parents, my caretakers, were there to help me with those particular needs. What I've learned is when I need something and I ask for it, I call out for it, somebody will be there for me, and this will be also visible later on in life, and of course I will also be there for them. If I have an avoidant attachment style, then when I had needs and expressed them, my parents weren't there for me, or were not there for me in a consistent way. So, what I've learned from that experience is that when I reach out for people to help me with my needs, they will not be there. So, I need to be self reliant. And in the adult life, I might be avoiding relationship. This does not help me because I do have some social needs as other persons because we are social in our core, and I will not know how to satisfy them. If I have an anxious attachment style, then maybe my parents or my caretakers were also anxious. And what I've learned as a child is that the world is a dangerous place and I should involve myself less and less in exploration because I need to protect myself. If I have a disorganized attachment style, then my caretakers, my parents, were also a source of harm for myself. So I experience a conflict, an inner conflict between approaching people, engaging in relationships, and avoiding people in order to protect myself of the harm that they might cause me. These were the four category of attachment styles. Of course, we can change our schema, and the ideal attachment style is the secure one. The therapist helps us moving towards this the ideal attachment style because the therapist is trying to form with us a secure attachment style. The studies have shown that if we stay in a secure attachment style for more than 5 years, then our attachment style will definitely increase towards a more secure one. This was the part one of our series, of our review series for Why Therapy Works by Luis Cozolino. Stay tuned for part two.